I'm going to make a idli batter with multigrain items in that. So this idli batter will have 1:3 ratio, basically one urad dal versus 3 other grains. So if you are using dal, urad dal or any other dal, sometimes I mix all my regular dals also. So whatever may it be, follow a ratio of 1:3. That's the ratio I follow. It's not too soft, not too hard also. For me to make idlis, they are good. Even uthapam, which is a thick sort of thick dosa with lots of vegetable on top of it, it works for me. So I am going to make this batter. So this is so I am using this as my cup measurement. So this is one cup of this urad dal without the chilka. Basically I prefer with chilka, but it got over for me, so this one is without chilka. I will try to finish this one before I buy any more. So but I definitely prefer with chilka, and I don't throw away the chilkas. I grind them along with that. So because they are full of nutrition and lots of fiber in that, so I don't want to throw it. So this is the 1 cup of urad ka dal. This is same 1 cup ragi grain. This is 1 cup of bajra, and this is 1 cup of hand pounded rice. So it has all the outer layer still intact, not at all processed. And ragi also, it's rich in iron and a lot of other minerals and vitamins. Same with bajra also. But bajra is a little bit hot for the body, so it's good to use during winter and cold time. Though for me it does not matter. For people who has a already hot body, maybe they should eat it on season, like during the winter or cold times. But for me, I have not seen any difference. And I have seen, if I eat this kind of grains with their outer layer being there grinded and all, it's very clean for your gut. Your gut gets detoxified and cleaned up, because they are high rich in fiber, right? So and it helps to absorb our nutrients a lot without keeping the junks in your stomach for longer days, right? So that's the, and on after that I have this 1 tablespoon of methi dana. This one I will soak. This is very good for diabetes, and it has protein and other vitamins. So I will be adding this as into my batter, grind it. It gives me a nice flavor, as well as it's good. You must see most of the people mix a little bit of urad ka dal, not urad ka dal, this methi, soaked methi into their batter. So these are all the things that I have gathered, and as a step one, I will be filling them with water and keep them for at least 6 hours or so. So by evening they will be ready. I will clean it and I will grind them. I filled water in all of these, and now they will get soaked for around 6 hours or so. This is now after 8 hours soaking. I have cleaned all these grains at least 5 to 6 times. Especially ragi has some powders coming out. So that I washed by multiple running it under water by multiple times. Ragi here, and next is jawar, and then hand pounded brown rice, and then this is the urad ka dal and methi. So I will be grinding them one at a time, not mixing together, because each of these grains are having their different texture and they would require different amount of grinding. So I will be grinding them separately, a very thick consistency. I will not be adding, I will try to add as less water as possible so that I can grind, not more. So that's how I will grind, and I will come back. So I first finished grinding the urad dal and methi. So this is what I have got. So you should take a big bowl, because after they ferment it will grow almost double. So you should go for a bigger bowl. Otherwise you separate them, because having one smaller bowl will not be sufficient, because otherwise it will fall out. Next I will grind the bajra in the same jar. So bajra is well ground. It's another benefit of grinding them all. So you can see how thick they are. So another benefit of grinding small amount in at one time is also it will be faster. If you laden your grinder with more of these grains, in the grinder gets hit and it will keep stopping in between, and then you have to take pause, right? So it's completely it's nice and smooth paste. So I am adding mixing that into the previously grounded urad and methi. So I am adding that to it, and in the same one next I will take ragi to grind. So ragi is also done. I am mixing it. Ragi is a bit hard to grind, so it's better to grind it in smaller quantity. So this is done. Into this, I will be grinding the rice one, the next and last. So I am not going to add any water. Remember to not to add any, like, give as less water as possible. That is possible for you to grind the minimal that you need to get the grinder started. Otherwise you have to keep it as low as possible, because we want to use it for idli, not dosa. So idli batter has to be thicker. Hence you have to be careful with adding water. Don't add much water, add as minimum as possible. So my rice is also well grounded. It's, you can see how thick it is. It's not runny at all. So, and a little, if it is little coarse also, it's good only, not to worry. And now I will add this one into my other grains batter, and then I will mix it. So I have washed my grinder jar and given with as little water as possible, and added that water into this. Now you see this is almost half of this big vessel that I'm using to keep the batter, and you will see within 4 to 5 hours it will come up to this top, right? And that's when I will keep it into freeze, because I means that's when it is ready for you to do any recipe with that. But I will keep it in freeze because I won't be able to finish this all at one shot. And if I don't keep in freeze, the batter will start becoming more and more soury. So it's hard to even eat with so much of sourness. So that's why I will mix it. I will not add any salt into it now. Don't add, because if you add salt it will ferment faster, and it will become more sour also. So I am not if you add salt it will become it will form, because if you add salt it will be formatting faster and it will become a more soury taste. So do not add any water at this stage. Mix well all the batters and then leave it for rest for around 4-5 hours. You will know when you see it's already raised up to high, at least 2 inch or so. Then you can know that it is ready, and you can take it and keep in freeze or use it for idli or any recipe. So hope you liked this batter, multi-purpose batter. You can make idlis with that. You can make uthapam, which is a thick dosa with vegetables on top. So it's called as uthapam. You can use uthapam. You can use it for making punugulu. So this is a multi-purpose batter that you can keep in your freeze and use it for different recipes. It's very healthy because as you can see it has brown rice, it has urad dal, it has bajra, it has ragi. So all the nutritions of all these grains on top. It's a fermented batter, so obviously it adds the biotics to your food. So yeah, do have such a thing in your fridge and prepare all these delicious recipes. Thank you. So I have mixed it all, and now I will keep it for formatting on this platform only. So I should not cover, because if you cover, it will kind of the pressure will be more and it will force it out, falling, making it fall all around. So what I will do, to save from any insect or anything falling on it, I'll be covering with this net, big net cover one, like this one. So I will be using this to cover this, so that it's not fully covered by any vessel and air is flowing through it and it is protected from any outside stuff falling into my batter. So I will leave it like this for next 4-5 hours, but in between I'll be checking in case, because depending on the weather condition the formatting will be faster or slower, because in winter it will take more time and in summer it will take very less time. So that's why I will not just leave it unattended. I will be checking it meantime. The moment I see that it has reached at least 2 inches distance, I will be stop mixing it and leaving it to freeze. So let it rest. So my after 4 hours or so, my batter has uh, kind of fermented and swollen, and at this stage I will keep it in the fridge, because I don't want it to become too much of sour. So ज़्यादा खट्टा मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता है, तो मैं इसी स्टेज में इसको फ्रीज में रख दूँगी. ऑलमोस्ट 4-5 hours तो ये बाहर ही था. And when I make idli, I will use it. I'll take out from the fridge and do. Right now I'm not going to add any salt, because I will not be cooking it now. So whenever I make anything out of it, that time I will add the salt. Hope you make it and use it for nice recipes. Thank you. Bye. Hi friends, thank you for watching my channel. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and give your viewpoint in your comment section, and do share with your friends, and above all subscribe to my channel. See you in the next vlog. Bye bye.